Have you ever wondered how the beautiful game of football has evolved over the years? As far back as the 2nd and 3rd centuries BC, ancient civilizations played a game resembling football. But it was in mid-19th century England where the sport as we know it began to take shape. Fast forward to today, and football has transcended borders, cultures, and languages to become a global phenomenon. From the dusty fields in rural villages to the state-of-the-art stadiums in bustling cities, the game holds a special place in people's hearts. It's a sport that unites us, excites us, and sometimes breaks our hearts. The evolution of football is a story of change and adaptation. It's a story of how a simple game evolved into a spectacle watched by billions. It's a story that's as captivating as the sport itself. Let's take a journey back in time and explore the changes that have shaped football as we know it today. The 1970s marked the dawn of modern football. This decade was a game changer, quite literally. It brought about a sea change in the way the beautiful game was perceived and played around the globe. The 70s saw a significant overhaul of the rule book. The introduction of the red and yellow card system in 1970, for instance, forever altered the dynamics of the game. It became a tool to enforce discipline, a visual symbol for players to tread the line of fair play. The offside rule too underwent a transformation, making the game more fluid and attack-oriented. But the 70s weren't just about rule changes. The decade was also a time when football superstars took center stage. The likes of Pelé, Johan Cruyff, and Franz Beckenbauer graced the pitch, leaving fans and foes spellbound with their skills. They became the face of football, their names synonymous with the sport. Their larger-than-life personas transcended the boundaries of the game, making them global icons. And then came the rise of commercialization. Football, which was once merely a pastime, transformed into a lucrative business. Clubs started to ink sponsorship deals, players began endorsing brands, and television rights became a crucial revenue stream. This commercialization not only bolstered the financial health of clubs, but also led to the professionalization of the sport. The 70s also witnessed the birth of the modern football fan. With matches being broadcast on television, fans could now follow their favorite teams and players from the comfort of their homes. The fandom grew beyond local communities, reaching out to a global audience. The changes that took place in the 70s were not just evolutionary, they were revolutionary. They redefined the sport, making it more competitive, more professional, and more entertaining. The 70s were a turning point, the dawn of modern football. The 1970s laid the foundation for the modern game, but the best was yet to come. As we moved into the 80s and 90s, technology began to play a significant role in football. Long past were the days of relying solely on the human eye and memory to make decisions. The introduction of video replays in the late 80s was a game changer. Officials could now review contentious decisions, providing a new level of fairness to the game. It was a revolution, one that was initially met with resistance, but ultimately embraced as it brought a new level of accuracy and justice to the sport. Then we saw the advent of electronic scoreboards. No longer did fans have to squint at manually operated boards or wait for the announcer's voice over the loudspeakers. These bright, clear displays became a staple in stadiums worldwide, enhancing the spectator experience. It was a simple advancement, but one that made a significant impact on the way fans engaged with the game. But perhaps the most impactful technological development in football was the use of computer analysis in training and match preparation. Teams began to use software to analyze player performance, strategies, and opponent tactics. Coaches could dissect every pass, every run, and every shot, using the data to improve their team's performance and devise game plans. It was like having an extra pair of eyes, providing insights that the human eye could easily miss. These technological advancements were not just about improving the game on the field, they also transformed the way fans engaged with football. Fans could now watch replays at home, analyze games with the same tools as the pros, and engage with their favorite teams on a whole new level. So, as we look back over these past few decades, it's clear to see how technology has not just changed the game of football, but revolutionized it. It has brought an unprecedented level of fairness, engagement, and insight, making the beautiful game even more beautiful. Technology had revolutionized football, but the game was about to undergo another major transformation. With the dawn of the new millennium, football truly became a global game. As the world got smaller thanks to the rise of the internet and the ease of global travel, football started to reach every corner of the globe. It was during this era that the English Premier League began to spread its wings, taking the beautiful game to previously uncharted territories. The Premier League's aggressive expansion strategy, coupled with a product that was both exciting and unpredictable, saw its popularity skyrocket. Fans from New York to New Delhi, Buenos Aires to Beijing, could now watch their favorite teams and players in real time, creating a global community of football lovers. While the Premier League was making waves, another competition was also growing in stature and popularity: the UEFA Champions League. This tournament brought together the best teams from across Europe, showcasing a level of football that was unparalleled. The Champions League became a battleground for footballing supremacy, with teams from different countries vying for the coveted trophy. This not only heightened the global interest in club football, but also fostered a sense of unity and shared passion among fans from diverse cultures and backgrounds. But perhaps the biggest testament to football's globalization was the World Cup. Already a massive event, the World Cup's appeal only grew in the new millennium. The tournament was no longer just about the games on the pitch, it had become a global spectacle, a celebration of the world's shared love for football. Whether you were in a packed stadium in Germany or watching on a makeshift screen in a remote African village, the World Cup brought you into the heart of the action. The era of globalization had a profound impact on football. It wasn't just about the increased reach or the growing fan base. It was about the way the game was perceived, the way it was consumed, and the way it brought people together. Football had become a global phenomenon, but there were still more changes to come. As we look to the future, what changes might we expect to see in football? In the not-so-distant future, we might see the game of football becoming even more technologically advanced. Imagine the ball itself embedded with smart chips that provide real-time data on its speed, spin, and trajectory. This could change the way we understand and analyze the game, providing insights like never before. Moreover, AI and machine learning are set to revolutionize player training and development. Coaches and players might utilize sophisticated algorithms to analyze player performance and devise personalized training programs. This could lead to the emergence of super athletes, players who are finely tuned and optimized through technology. Moreover, virtual reality could play a significant role in the sport's future. VR could offer immersive experiences for fans, making them feel like they're right in the middle of the action, no matter where they are in the world. It could also be used for training, allowing players to simulate game situations and practice skills in a controlled environment. The future of football also holds the promise of further growth and globalization. We might see the game reaching new corners of the world, bridging cultural divides and fostering unity. The sport's universal appeal could make it a powerful tool for social change, helping to promote values like teamwork, fair play, and respect. Furthermore, we might see changes in the rules of the game to make it more exciting and engaging for fans. There's even the possibility of seeing mixed-gender teams, a move that could promote gender equality in sports. In terms of sustainability, we could see football clubs and organizations taking more responsibility for their environmental impact. This might involve implementing eco-friendly practices, from waste management at stadiums to the use of renewable energy sources. There's no denying that the future of football is bright and full of potential. But as we look forward to these exciting prospects, let's not forget the essence of the game. The joy, the passion, the thrill of competition. These are the timeless elements that make football truly the beautiful game. Only time will tell what the future holds for the beautiful game. So, how has football evolved over the years? From the dawn of modern football in the 70s, we've seen the game transform in unimaginable ways. Technological advancements have revolutionized how the game is played and watched, introducing innovations like video assistant referees and goal line technology. The era of globalization has positioned football as a universal language, uniting people from all walks of life with the shared love for the beautiful game. We've seen the rise of global superstars, the expansion of teams and leagues worldwide, and the unifying power of major tournaments like the World Cup and the Champions League. As we look ahead to the future of football, we can expect even more changes. With the ongoing advancements in technology and the increasing globalization of the sport, the possibilities are endless. From its humble beginnings to its current status as a global phenomenon, football has certainly come a long way. One can only imagine what the next 50 years will bring.